Hello everyone, this is Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for today's brand new weekly challenge on Gran Turismo 7 after January, and we're about to be moving on in February because we got some 5 brand new set of the events available, including with the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra will take on in U.D.R.S Raceway as a brand new special race for a limited time only. Will go double up to becoming as a one-man category. It's been so great out there to try out with some 3 cars since the latest update after the end of January, but however, due to my autism disability, because I've just been working so hard out there since the previous weekly challenge video at the end of the 4th week, but after all, it's all about to have the matter of concentration to get my trial. We'll go for a full stage of ritual because of my autism disability, as I had to take on with some 5 various set of challenges with some types of road car and 1 reserve race car, just like the World Touring Car 800 at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit, to becoming as the first one to be titled as a brand new set of the event. But also yet, Hypercar Parade and Circuit de Sainte-Croix on the C-course layout has now been placed up here to go as well, if you're about to keep using with the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra after U.D.R.S Raceway for only one part of the special race, and same goes to have some 2 events on Sunday Cup at the streets of Willow in Willow Springs International Raceway and European Clubman Cup 600 at Suzuka Circuit. But plus, show me the way to have some prize credit tickets to have 100,000, 200,000, and 500,000 in all events at once, but this one might have to give the title will have to say, show me the way it goes and show me the money. That would be quite very interesting to have this main part of the segment video will go feature for only 1 Chinese all-wheel drive electric vehicle will be take part as well, so I had decided to go with 4 vehicle selection with my U.D.R.S iNSport livery, besides using 1 Hypercar vehicle to be eligible to take part in C-course on Circuit de Sainte-Croix in Hypercar Parade. But I'll have to get to it, and then this will have to take the first start, as I will have to go ready up and have the Mitsubishi FTO GP version R 1997 will be ready up and take on, and Sunday Cup will go underway. Japanese front-wheel drive sports car to go first, followed by to have 1 European electric saloon car to take the second, followed by the Chinese car in third to have 2 events, and 1 reserve for the Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 2022 will comes in last in reserve before heading up to Mount Panorama. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. So let's begin, and ready to go for today's weekly challenge. So good thing for the moment, as I just been putting up to have some 3 newest videos on time-lapse to have my own U.D.R.S iNSport livery on the Mitsubishi FTO GP version R 1997 is the first one to be starting out. Second, the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 2025 as well to go for the middle placement to be prior to U.D.R.S Raceway in special race 1-man category, and reserved to go proceed continuation to have the penultimate round on number 4 in Hypercar Parade, as I decided to go for a prep work on Start Racing compound tires early, so I just had to go quick grab by on the race shop, and this will go for only 1 Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 2022 will go in last and reserve in WTC 800. So I just got everything is all I need, and let's go for the first race on starting line position in the streets of Willow in reverse direction in 2 laps. No parts, no sports tire, just only have 1 comfort soft tires is all I need to get myself to go back to basics, and drive well to go understeer for a Nostalgia JDM sports car will go aim at the first position. So this will have to put myself to go for another batch of the ritual for my autism, just have my skills with the strategy will put up to the test, and drive faster up to go for an average speed of performance. I'll have to get started right away and get my autism mind to go for a full trait ready up and start the countdown for 3 seconds to go last place and climb up to be reaching up in first place until the final lap will go mark up the podium. See that, viewers? Does only have 1 good 454 SUV has now been dropped down to 10th place on the Suzuki Jimny XC 2018. just had the Daihatsu Clubman Active Top 2002 goes in, and one overtake coming up to have the third K car for the Honda Beat 1991. There you go, first sector clear, and go faster average on the way in sector 2. Double overtake proceed to have a good pass through on the Citroen BX19 TRS 1987, and the Renault Kenku 1.4 2002 has been dropped down to be in the 6th and 7th place. Decide to go catch up on 8 June in the Mazda Demio XD Touring 2015. Third sector coming up, and drive well to go for slight and modest, and handling will be outfit to go understeer. One retro JDM sports car still got this one, and then catching up to the Toyota Prius C 2009. So about my new U.D.R.S. iNSport livery on the FTO GP version R. Quite bearing out to have the strong resemblance to be on the main exact DNA replica based variant to be well similar to the Mitsubishi FTO LM edition back from Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2. But however, in Gran Turismo 3 that has a blue base color to be outfit to have the same kind of a texture and different set of modification to see this good kind of a road going touring car has been outfitted to be based up from the original kind of the GT3 300 back from All Japan Grand Touring Car Championship. But it still drives well, and it also might be quite very impressive to go for a front wheel drive and elements to go for a style of racing competition. But the decals and my own U.D.R.S. logo itself everything is all about to have the true designers to make its own kind of base resemblance and replica to becoming its a true more kind of successor. But to me, this design turns out very nicely and give a good true blue spirit racing style. But you may ever call it as a tuner car, but in my own thought, it will be coming as a true great racing competition, special thanks to the wide body version after taking one event participate at Blue Moon Bay Speedway in Japanese FF Challenge 450 at the 8-course layout. So I got first place in the lead, and fastest lap time in 1 minute 31.406 seconds until take the last 2 turns to go. And here comes the final sector. I'll have to take that inside right now, drive faster up, and go change up a little bit on the gear by number 3. We'll take the last turn to go on a full stretch. And here comes the checker flag. There we go. Piece of cake, and back to basics has been fully tuned, modified, and no parts to be attended. That's why, viewers, this will bring out to have some 4-car selection with my U.D.R.S. iNSport livery for this week. We'll go Xiaomi the way. But not yet until race number 3 before proceed to D4's Raceway for a special race in one-man category by using one Chinese car. Total time in 3 minutes 3.651 seconds, and here is the fastest lap time on the FTO GP version R in 1 minute 31.406 seconds. But maybe perhaps just only have to take one good short intermission on the replay to go for eyes on thumbnail image after received with 40,500 GT credits. Mileage has been setting up to go underway on warm-up, and 100,000 Gran Turismo credit has been obtained to go collect. Alright, now let's go quick capture thumbnail image and see how it goes very nicely to have a good place on the scene around on the main sector at number 3 before coming up on the 4th sector. But perhaps this one should do just perfectly. Okay, event number 1 clear for Sunday Cup at Willow Springs International Raceway, Streets of Willow Springs Reverse. Now let's go for European Clubman Cup 600 at Suzuka Circuit, and this will bring out to have a 1 Sweden electric vehicle after trying out at Brands Hatch Circuit for the Polestar 5 Performance Time Trial event. But that's right, 1 electric vehicle coming up, and the second one is to be proceed to go for race number 3 and 4 on D4's Raceway for the one-man category, and Hypercar Parade at Circuit de Sainte-Croix on C-course layout by using 1 racing sub-compound tires will do the trick. Electric cars will be taking a turn, you guys, and that means going to proceed for race number 2 as I had to go on car settings to have a review on check. So I got few parts to be on the fully customized suspension, full control computer on ECU, racing in slotted disc, and have the brake pads to be checked on the same racing category, and plus 4 stages of weight reduction to be set and installed to be coming in 3,973 pounds. It would do nicely to take on with the Alfa Romeo Giulia GT AM 2020 if I had to go in racing compound tires to have the best one to be using in soft. But I'll have to wait and see because I just come here too late for the party because a lot of delays has been going on out there when it comes to have a good eyes on focus for the main part of the content update by latest. But I'll have to make it up for my lost time for a little bit, but at least just only had to take for a lap time challenge to go for the previous and the current ones just to make sure to have a double up on feature for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra at the Mazda circuit and Hyundai Elantra and TC 2024 at the Nürburgring in 24-hour track layout. So I had to fight it, viewers. I just might need to get my mind focused and ready up to go green light for race number 2 to be prepared on green light to be on the electric saloon vehicle for the Polestar 5 performance will go Sweden success. Let's dive on in on the first corner at turn 1 and 2. Get behind on the Renault Sport Clio B6 24B 2000 on 18 plates. Right at a good spot. Overtake. And going closer to have a good odds on the Renault Sport Megane RS Trophy 2011 and also for the Volkswagen Scirocco R 2010. It would do nicely to go jazz up and bring out the race music to keep my mind to go for motion and concentration to be proceed on sector 2. First sector check and getting closer to the Porsche 911 Carrera RS Type 964 1992 to go in. Very nice, and that's the ticket. Just to go on danger curve at turn 8 and right at the spot towards the BMW M3 2003 on turn 9. Okay, good skill strategy and patience is the key when it comes to have a turns when driving on your electric saloon vehicle. Hairpin to go clear on turn 11. Still almost there to catch up towards Willow Gallo in 5.4 seconds on the Alfa Romeo Giulia GT AM 2020. Got to go around on turn 12. Here comes the spoon curve at turn 13 and 14. So I got the good spot on the apex and drop it nice and slow. But I know how you guys really think about the electric vehicle. It's the best choice to take on with the Giulia GT AM, but however, still powerful, but only electric cars that might need to have the racing compound tires will do the work and have the 5 stages on weight reduction for a chain combination. But perhaps a little bit more extra will do the choices to go for an optional pick. Casio Triangle comes in and just have to take on to the final turn. Almost there. This will do double overtake on both Alfa Romeos to have 1 time and 2 times, but looks like Willow Gallo just got the right upper hand. Okay, quite good skill and quite underestimate. It'll have to take more than that to have my U.D.R.S. iNSport livery will go skill and charming to have the racing spirit competition when it comes to have some differences between gas-powered vehicles to have a great performance and all electric vehicle to be packed up to go carry over by a limitation in 900 horsepower. Gonna have to keep it nice and tight. Almost there to catch up on S. Spence in the Aston Martin B8 Vantage S 2015. Going right back at sector 2 and hello 7th place at the opening spot overtake until another one will be proceed as well to take the 6th. Alright, there we go. Almost there to catch up on Marco Busnelli in the Audi TTS Coupe 2009. 4 more to go. 3rd sector is coming up on the next block. Okay, there we go for turn 11 at the hairpin. Such as might have to do some more skills later on before heading up to D-Force Raceway for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra right after this. Okay, looks like 4 European road cars and company, and they're about to come right in at the spoon curve. Boss Beat Beer Boards has been dropped down to 4th place, along with the Lamborghini Miura, and also for the TBR Tuscan Speed 6 in 2nd place. Looks like A Pulley just had the right spot to go for 1st position in the Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary. So I have to go look ahead, and 1st place in the lead before heading up in Sector 4. Okay, concentration is the key for electric vehicle, so I'll have to let Vallejo Gallo come, and he's on 6th place in about a few more moments until the 3rd and final lap is about to get underway. Fastest lap time has been placed in 2 minutes, 18.035 seconds. And there he is, guys. Vallejo Gallo has been jumping up on 4th place and about 2 more to go. I've just been waiting for the moment, and let's see how the Polestar 5 Performance 2026 to stay in the main procedure to get up and defend in 1st position any way I can. So it's about to get closer to have a good odds on the 2nd place opponent is A Ichikawa. So I hope he might have to stay on defense before the Giulia GT8M is about to remain on 3rd place, might have to go pack up for a short term on strategy for only 1 short overtake. Okay, brake zone comes in. Okay, very nice. Turn 8 and 9 on danger curve has been confirmed, clear, and distance on 7.5 seconds has been packed up to go for a short-term defense in about 2 more sectors left to go on the 3rd lap. Just show me the best way to get up in 1st place, viewers. This is how electric cars is the best moment. We'll take on with a Giulia GT8M to have some few parts, including 5 stages of weight reduction is what you need to do to have your own kind of optional recommendation. Just have the spoon curve to go right here. Because I'm waiting for Vallejo Gallo, we'll have to go pack up to go for a full speed offense, and right at the bat in 9.1 seconds to go. Here it goes right now. So I had to go out and out and have the last 3 turns, including with the final corners, will have to be stationed on remain standby to have the short chicane. So let's go for it. Take the final stretch. And right on the checker flag to have a good odds at the podium. Alright. Fastest lap time has been going well, improved drastically, and measurement on steady to see the Polestar 5 Performance has now been made it on time before reaching in 1st position. But thankfully, 4 stages of weight reduction is all I need to have the skills we'll have to be packed up to go for sport stop tires is the best thing to do. Total time in 6 minutes, 46.369 seconds, and here is my new set of the fastest lap time for the Polestar 5 Performance 2026. 2 minutes, 13.928 seconds at lap number 3. So far so good, and that brings out to have race number 2 to go obtain, check, and reaching for the halfway point before heading up to D4's Raceway for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 1-man category as a brand new special race. And there you go for the daily workout on today's driving marathon in 3-star Roulette ticket. And plus, 1 captured thumbnail image coming up. And this will do nicely before proceed to go race number 3 at D4's Raceway by using the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 2025 along with the Hypercar parade at Circuit de Sainte-Croix in C-course layout. 2 events in 1 reserved Chinese vehicle is the best thing to do after doing 1 part of the European electric vehicle, just like the Polestar 5 Performance 2026 will go Sweden success. And without further ado, I will always have to express myself and keep up to go for the matter of progress for the main scene of the video, so I just have to wait soon enough. Alright folks, I hope you're all ready for this moment out there, and it's about to go for a 1-minute presentation showcase about my brand new U.D.R.S. iNSport livery on the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 2025. It put me an effort to go for creativity brainstorming to have my own skills when it comes to have an artistic style. This will do very nicely to have the base blue color and have the white trims to go style in, and have the Xiaomi decals logo itself has now been well perfectly to go for matching up on the sides, and the car number placement to be set as car number 15. But I hope you guys like it. And this is a stunning, more impressive track-focused electric vehicle for a first ever Chinese car to be part of the U.D.R.S. iNSport racing team lineup, along with the Polestar 5 Performance 2026 and Porsche Taycan Turbo S 2019. But in the meantime, I'll have to let you guys know about this livery will be set and released later on after 5 races for the main part of the weekly challenge, where we have to be proceed onward before moving on in first week of February. So right now, dirt race is coming up, and let's feel the thrill of pure electric power to have 7 laps around in Deep Forest Raceway. The honor has been accepted. So I've been waiting for this moment out there to go for a real Saturday challenge to help myself after 1 lap course at the Nürburgring National Alp. Things are about to go for a challenger up and ready, but in that case, I'll have to add it up as well for only a non-wide body version for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra, just to be on a heads up notice before proceed to the Monza circuit in lap time challenge. Here I go, viewers. I must go for it, and the pleasure has been accepted. We'll take 3 seconds on countdown from last place and go all the way. We'll go challenger ever to be stationed in first place until the 7th lap. We'll go reaching up the podium. And now, let's have the honor of driving, and it will do very nicely to have the respect moment when it comes to have a single Chinese car in a sim racing game. It'll bring honor to us all, and final line will go clean pleasure to be on the get-go. It'll do nicely to have the first sector to go for a warm-up on session, and have the second sector is about to get a little bit more challenging to go proceed and exercise caution. But without further ado, this will do nicely to have my U.D.R.S. iNSport livery. We'll take the first challenge, and here it goes on turn 10 to take the curve straightaway. We'll go tricky up a little bit. Got to keep it nice and tight, side to be expected, and go a little bit more moment on patient. And steady up and go for only 1 good speed overtake. 9th place coming up, and take the tunnel by coming in at sector 3. And here comes the second hairpin to go for another out and out. Got to get closer on Bonnet, 0.6 seconds behind, and just have to go fast and heavy. It'll have to do nicely to have enough parts to go recommend on 3 stages in weight reduction, and also for the ECU as well to be packed up to go for adjusted minor peak of the horsepower. Full straightaway coming up, first lap clear, and fastest lap time to go in a minute, 36.101 seconds. Going in to get closer on J Kondo in 0.3 seconds up ahead after taking the first turn on number 1. Turn 2 and 3 comes in and keep it nice and slow without avoid taking a contact. Okay, gap distance on the red just been well seen and spotted by notice. Gonna have to keep going, and second lap remain ongoing. But I know this event is quite very good, catchy, and impressive when it comes to have a good experience on Chinese car for the first time ever. Okay, turn 9 clear. Just have the brake zone to go check, and steady up on the clean line turn on number 10. It's only down to 11.8 seconds. So I must go full speed ahead. Okay, very nice. Just make that good speed by almost 200 miles per hour. 3 opponents accompany, and they're about to go for another batch on the out and out on the second part. Comes right back in on the 11 seconds perhaps. Gonna do it. Dive down below to take the final corners and maintain formation. Okay, very nice. I bet some other Gran Turismo players as Chinese people just really enjoyed it as well, but it'll have to give more valuable respect and treat it for only one good racing of honor and worship. But support is all the matter that cares to it be at least. But I'm just saying, I'm just really gonna have to give it a little bit more thought about trying out with the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. Is a very good, interesting Chinese vehicle to be tested to be designed on the course. But originally to be designed as a road-going sedan car, but this one in sporty version to be features to have some two versions, non-wide body and wide body version has been brought together. But with all due respect, I still kind of like about this Chinese vehicle is the first time ever to be well featured in the sim racing game. So getting closer on Issa Sasuke in about 0.3 seconds to go. Third lap remain ongoing. Got to keep going and take that single push perhaps. Fifth place, only 4 more to go. Just pulling out on the brake. Keep it nice and tight. It's only down to 6.5 seconds. Okay, coming in. Downhill I go. Almost there to catch up to Matsui. The pleasure has now been given to go for an honorary overtake. And now I will go on to go for a driving dance to take the halfway point at lap number 4. Going to catch up on Monterrey in 3 seconds. Is going to have to go for catching up on the main line. Shorter in and catches up. The gap distance has been changed up from green to red, as you're about to have a good look on the dashboard to see it. Just have to get my mind together and remain focused on the track. Here goes sector 2. It's only down to 4.4 seconds. It'll come along nicely, so clean racing is the best thing to do. So Xiaomi the way it goes. Okay, very nice. So I had to use the same technique like last lap. Got to go full speed overtake up ahead. Okay, get a little bit boxed in. Just to avoid contact and take the third sector to come back in. Okay, that's the ticket. Almost there to catch up on SC. One good Chinese driver is in the lead by 3.4 seconds up ahead. It's time to buy some time and keep up the faster work out there to keep using the overtake function in case I just really gonna have to go prior to the Mazda circuit in the lap time challenge. Just have to keep pushing and going up on the 5th lap. Fastest lap times still remain ongoing by a minute, 34.357 seconds. So I just come here for this event is all about to have the valuable respect and have the attention to detail to see the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra is a good kind of a Chinese vehicle will be well experienced for all Gran Turismo players out there all over the world, and especially for the Chinese people as well to be take part to have a full support to the Gran Turismo community. But respect is the best thing to do whenever you might have to get the hang of it for the SU7 Ultra. It's a valuable treat of testament to see the Chinese car to be outfitted to go for a full electric sports sedan performance. But much like the Porsche Taycan Turbo S and Polestar 5 Performance 2026 on different version, but other kinds of electric vehicles just like the Tesla Model 3 Performance 2023. But it still have the roots of electric vehicles by the bygone era in the 2020s of today. So steady up and go, side by side comes in, and it's about to get a little bit risky, so I have to let SE to go first, and I'll have to go behind in second. Close call to go comfort for short, but a little bit more take back. We'll have to go for a second chance on overtake to take the last turn before going back on the straightaway. Got to speed up a little bit and keep it nice and hold. Okay, there we go. Got to pull out the brake and steady up to go tighter up on the apex at turn 1 to go back for another out and out basic line. Now that's a good spot to be right here in first place, viewers. So to keep up the good work and have my autism trait will go matter of concentration to be skill on set. Got to go first place on defense and heading up back at Sector 2. Resonate with the spirit of honor, tradition, and heritage throughout the years of automotive history. This will have to bring out to have the good potential for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra will show the way. Turn 10 clear, so I must go clear straight away and amp up to go catching up by reach of the top speed by almost 150 miles per hour. And here goes 175 miles per hour to be reaching up the speed limit. Brake zone comes in, tighter up, and full grip on basic to becoming as expert to have the experience on detail. That should do nicely to go for a pack-up defense in only just 1.3 seconds. Final corner comes in, so I decided to take the right side and heading up towards the final lap at number 7. There we go. New record has been placed and approved by a minute 32.466 seconds. But I can't wait to see how it goes. Decided to put my mind into it and go confident to have a spirit of the Chinese electric vehicle to have a grade of style. But tradition and heritage is all about to have the valuable respect once you're about to have a good potential skills on different corners around on each track. So that's 1 sector down, 2 more to go. Stay around by 100 kilometers per hour to keep a nice good response handling out there to be checked, and station to go motion gap. Okay, brake zone check. Now here it goes to take that straightaway to be amp up to go climb up a little bit. Xiaomi the best effort. I hope this has got to work. Perfect brake zone going on commit. Steady up to the left on the second out and out hairpin and go down below to have the last 3 turns. We'll take the final stretch. Okay, there we go. Resonate and go full speed overdrive to have a good eyes on the podium. And there you go. Successful. And that's race number 3 to go check and clear. But not yet over at least. The Xiaomi SU7 Ultra with my U.D.R.S iNSport livery has now been passed to go for the first trial of the beginning. And this will go on before we proceed to Hypercar Parade at Circuit de Sainte-Croix for penultimate race number 4 and have the outcome result after finish from race 3 at U.D.R.S Raceway for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 1-minute category. Total time in 11 minutes, 0.266 seconds, and fastest lap time is I did very well out there to go for a placement in 1 minute, 32.155 seconds at lap 7. So I hope this will bring out to have the brilliant outcome and go double up on prize money in 135,000 Gran Turismo credits. Very nice. And that's a 200,000 Gran Turismo credit by obtained in 3 events, and this will go on to have another part of the replay to have a short on intermission. But it was a good run out there, viewers, and I kinda like about this event for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra to have the first round in the special race. But this will have to go for one moment on the thumbnail image to have a good look and delivery perhaps, just have to take a good glimpse to have a 360-degree rotational view. But impressive and track day focused electric saloon car has been outfitted to go out on the track. So here comes for the next part at turn 1, and this one should do very nicely to have a good bright on the effect. So folks, Maybe I should rather keep using the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 2025 before heading up to Circuit de Sainte-Croix for race number 4 in Hypercar Parade, and this will bring out to have the soft racing compound tires and various parts might needed to go upgraded, and put myself to go for a second phase on the test challenge. We'll be ready up and go for some road going hypercars. But count me out on this one, and this is going to get much more brilliant after taking one event for the one-man category. So good thing I just already saved a content replay earlier before heading out for the next race on the 5th week of January weekly challenge. Hypercar Parade will be set, and I'll have to be preferred to go for soft racing compound tires on the SU7 Ultra 2025. Okay, there you go. Just only have some few parts on fully customized suspension and have 3 stages of weight reduction. It's only need to go for replacement on performance to be updated into 784.23. that adds up for the weight in 3,589 pounds. So let's find out to go work up the test. And get set, we'll go underway to have one reserved Chinese car versus 15 road going hypercars to take the stage. Things are about to get much more challenging, and hopefully the Aston Martin Valkyrie 2021 will be joined soon for the main procedure to go for a continuation as a part of the weekly challenge. So I have to sit back and wait and have the appearances where to go, starting out to have the list of road going vehicle and just have to go for a watchful eye on the Valkyrie. Okay, Boss BB Boys has been set in 15th place. So, challenge accept, and let's do it. 3 seconds, and ready up to go fast and commence the overtake. We'll have to go all the way by reaching first place at the end of the 3rd lap. So here comes the first turn. I have a good eye on the Valkyrie to be coming up on turn 2 to go nice and get quicker out there to have a full stepping stone on the inside position. Close call for comfort, and feel the speed. We'll go full electrifying Chinese saloon car. We'll go overtake to have a good progress, to have a good eyes on various supercars and road going hypercars, especially for the track day focus. So turn 3 comes in, start to get behind on the Lamborghini Diablo 2000 right next to the 1994 McLaren F1. So far so good. Turn 4 comes in to keep it nice and neat out there to go for a concentration by steady up when in drive mode. 5th turn going clear, and sharp turn to have a 90-degree angle at turn 6 to go closer in and make one single overtake at the Ferrari F12 Berlin Inter 2012. Only 7 more to go, and keep up to go, crank up the music to have the next sector to go onwards. And there's CLN in the Maserati MC20 2020 comes in at the scene. Let's do it nice and slow. And short overtake comes in and embrace the spirit of the road going Chinese electric vehicle. Got a good eye on the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG 2010 in about 1 second left to go. Dive down to come around on the Elevation S to keep it nice and steady up slow. Okay, good position check. Now let's take the bridge. Start to use the right side and do it right now. Okay, so far so good. This will do the same thing just like last time from Suzuka Circuit and European Clubman Cup 600 by facing Baleo Gallo in the Alfa Romeo Giulia GT AM 2020. But this one in Hypercar Parade for a different kind of the road-going electric vehicle to face up with the Aston Martin Valkyrie on C-Course in Circuit de Sainte-Croix. But especially for the Bugatti Veyron 2013 comes in to be seen on the top 3 position before coming up in first place. Start to go overtake at the Lexus Elevate 2010 and Porsche 918 Spider 2013. Got to pull out the brake early and get behind the Ford GT 2017 to have the short hairpin comes in and uses up the apex. Okay, there we go. Just have to work it well and drive it with honor. Okay, Adam Tapai comes in on 2nd place for the Lamborghini Venio 2013 right next to G Mangalo. Last sector coming up, keep it nice and tight and keep it slow. So heads up to Hypercar's one Chinese road-going vehicle coming up to take the lead. Okay, keep it up nice and tight. Soft racing compound tires will do the trick, and simple to go placement recommend to have your strategy to be put up to the test. Now here comes the straightaway, so I must go for the first lap clear, and fastest lap time in 3 minutes 38.813 seconds on the halfway point. Calm to be confident and close as ever, so I have to sit back and wait for Boss Speed Bird Boris to get up into the top 5 position if he's about to go for the top 3 position comes in and around. So looks like Donaldson is in 8th place on the last scene, and there goes Tanaka in the Lexus LFA 2010 in 7th place. Just have to get a good skill in motion and expect to look out for the Valkyrie comes in to go for a applied speed overtake. But the next phase is, the challenge is about to get yet simple in terms for a road-going electric vehicle to be using on the overtake functionality. Okay, gap distance on the green, that means it's all good, and red one might need to go stay on improvement. Okay, here goes the full straightaway. Got to hit the 200-meter mark. Nice and slow, steady up to go tough as nails. Okay, looks like the lateral G's has been changed up on the main direction out there to keep it nice and smoothly, but it'll have to go all the way to keep things up to go faster on the main defense once you're about to go reach up in first place by using the soft racing compound tires. By any means, when it comes to have the skills of road-going performance in electric vehicles to be titled in drive mode, but perhaps only one Xiaomi S27 Ultra can actually do very nicely to be set and place it as an original. But why not just have the second Chinese road-going vehicle to be on the track focus to keep a good watchful eye out? But I just really think about the Yang Wang is very much more formidable out there to have a good eyes and see the U.D.R.S Extreme to be coming as well. But only for the main upcoming update to have an expected date lookout, but first reserve Chinese vehicle to have a nice overtake boost to go up by 1500 horsepower. Okay, close call for comfort to have a nice turn to go steady and clear. Straightaway comes in and make that gap distance from 4.7 to go up in 5 seconds behind the gap as the next sector to go proceed onwards. Almost there by reaching up in 2 seconds. Hitting up the brakes. Just keep it nice and slow and steady up to keep it clean. Okay, no sign of Boss Beeper or Boris. Ah, there he is right now. He's in 3rd place. I just barely see him. He's just right over here to have a good eyes on catching up with some few drivers. Right in the nick of time, and he's getting closer towards Adam DePai in the Lamborghini Benio 2013 in about a few more seconds to go. So the main straightaway has the best advantage ever yet for the Valkyrie. Same goes for the Xiaomi S27 Ultra. But I'll have to wait and see for the Yang Wang U.D.R.S Extreme is going to get much more quite better out there to becoming as a road-going electric Chinese vehicle. But I'll have to put it to the list and see how it turns out to go for a prediction for the upcoming weekly challenges in the later future by sometime around in half 2026. So here's the fastest lap time in 3 minutes 34.710 seconds to be proceed to the final lap. So I must go fast quickly as possible. Gap distance must have to be beat from red to green. So I must hurry up quickly. He's breaking through my gap distance in 4 seconds, so I have to go keep up for the effort. Okay, pressure on the brake and peel right. Turn 3 check, set, and go mark up commit at turn 4. Okay, got this one. And brake zone comes in at turn 5 and 6. Solo up by 0.20 seconds, and it's getting closer. So I just have to keep using up on the overtake boost. Boss Speed Bird Boys is getting closer in about 2.9 seconds, so I had to be expect a lookout. The Valkyrie is about to go for a faster offense to catch up to the S27 Ultra. But this will be quite impossible if a Chinese road-going vehicle to take on with a track-focused Hypercar. Just drive well for keeps, and respect the car is the true key of honor. Let's dive down to the S's to go curve up before we proceed to go for the straightaway at the bridge. So there you go. That's 1.9 seconds to go almost by 2 seconds. Keep it up, and there's the Valkyrie right over here onto the left side mirror. I can see right now, Boss Speed Bird Boys is going for a long-term upper hand to go track up on focus. So that's 2.6. Keep up with a good green and dive down directly. Just might have to buy some time to go for the main straightaway. I hope it has to work. I'm very sure of it to have my own dot of strategy concern. And here it goes. Just take that next sector. So pack up the good defense and go up in over 210 miles per hour until the brake zone comes in and ETA right about now. Okay, very nice, and closest comfort as the incoming overtake has been averted. Now this will have to go all the way to have the one-way ticket to be reaching the finish line at the podium. Just you wait, and 3.7 seconds is right at the clock to go for a steady up faster procedure. Almost there, viewers. Just only had to take 1.4 seconds to buy some time until last 2 turns remain to go. Okay, almost there. Let's take that final corner to go right here, stepping up the apex, and go straight directly in the final stretch. Oh yeah, first place, and there you go. Mastering the Xiaomi S27 Ultra to be reaching first place by challenging the Aston Martin Valkyrie has now been going check confirmed on event number 4, and that means we're only one more event to go before heading up to Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit in World Touring Car 800 as a 10-lap challenge official. Total time in 10 minutes, 43.525 seconds, and looks like Boss Speed Bird Boris just beat my lap time in 3 minutes, 25.674 seconds to be in the nick of time. Third lap is ever, and hopefully I'll have to go for a time trial rematch next time to see how it goes well to have the Yang Wang Extreme U9 will have to go placement to be expected to look out. Very nice to have 135,000 Gran Turismo credit on the clean bonus, and this will go up on 86.9 miles for today's driving marathon. But perhaps I'll have to save it for next day until by having another daily workout for the Roulette ticket. Now let's have number 4 content replay coming up and have 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go place right here. Well, maybe satisfied, but it will have to give it a much more quiet effort to have this thumbnail image. As I will go on and prepare myself, we'll be using the Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 2022 with a brand new U.D.R.S. iNSport livery. Will be coming as an Evolution GT3 grade as a successor to the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017. But you wait and see, so I just have to keep up the good work out there and then heading out for the last race before at the end of January weekly challenge until the main date schedule before arriving in early week in February. So, it also brought out to our attention and brings out to have the same type of the 10-lap challenge difference on World Touring Car 800 and GT Cup Group 3 edition. But however, different price earning to be set on maximum reward to have this one when you're in GT Cup Group 3 edition to have 200,000 GT credits, and this one has the same thing as well when entered in 10-lap race at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit in WTC 800. but look closely to have the race info that has 7 times the tire wear and fuel consumption rate to have 4 times as well. But same goes to have some different race courses in only just one event, double up on check, and have 3 compound tires for the hard, medium, and soft compound tires to be doing at once. But only one more thing perhaps, just have to go for a 1-minute presentation showcase about my new U.D.R.S. iNSport livery on the Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 2022. So I hope you guys like it, and I'm about to use this one for race number 18 to help myself to go for a reserve participation for the final race in January weekly challenge number 5. It turns out to have some customization part options when it comes to have a racing GT3 evolution to see this Type 992 for the 911 GT3R. But however, it still goes on to have the years of motorsport history for every generation of Porsche 911 race cars to be take part for any kinds of various race series such as the FIA World Endurance Championship and also for IMSA. But got to admit, this will get smoothly out there to have a nice good successor, just like my own kind of a livery design based variation to go for a combination replica original, just like the official was introduced back from 2017. But this is going to get much more challenging to go for a full amp up the requirement parts to be adding up on the high turbocharged RPM. Just in case to have one type of the aspiration to go for a placement will have to be set in 788 horsepower and have the performance point to be stationed in 766.82. So I must get ready, viewers. The final race is about to begin as a weekly challenge, number 18 coming up, and this will bring out to have the featured opponent on Jose Serrano as he's about to go for the Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 2022 will go down for the pre-race interaction just like the last race on Jun Hashimiya when he was using the Ferrari 296 GT3 2023. But hopefully, if they will be having one additional GT3 race car, everybody talks about the BMW M4 GT3 should be quite good to be adding up to Gran Turismo 7 for the upcoming future update. But we'll wait and see. This was to go for one pre-race interaction coming up until the first race as number 18 to go for a continuation on the way. I'm Jose Serrano from Spain, and I was the Nations Cup champion at the 2025 Gran Turismo World Finals. I couldn't sleep knowing I was going to drive this car, the Porsche 911 GT3R. Isn't it gorgeous? The side skirts are designed to manage airflow under the car. And the hanging wing design further improves downforce. It was a first for the 911 GT3. The key here will be to maximize weight on the rear tires. I will also want to be mindful of the car's torque engine. Okay, I'll have to take your advice, Jose Serrano, and I'll have to give it for a first hands-on impression and consider this. We'll go for a real taste of the racing competition to take the first lap. We'll go prepare for the best competition GT3. So I must prepare myself and have my U.D.R.S. iNSport livery. We'll go on a track by debut, and here goes the first lap. We'll be prepared myself to go for a stepping stone of competition grade. But this will do very nicely to have the straightaway to catch up towards Koch G Berlin in 19th place by using the Toyota GR Super Racing concept. Other opponents comes in as well, so I have to take a good aim at the top 3 position to go hard in first. Handling check is all been good to go, and fuel map to be checked and applied to go set in power 1. Time to go hill climb and take on turn 3 and 4. Gonna keep it nice and tight and follow the line without a contact. Okay, there we go. Just like that. See how it turns out to go for RR drivetrain layout rather than having one good midship for the same title and different role in MR title. But same goes to have the main processor for the Porsche 911 RSR in Type 991 as the 7th generation, but this one in 8th generation in motorsports for the Type 992. Greatly increased downforce and drive well to go steady up and fast in terms of high-speed cornering and straightaways to have some various types of corners to go face up on elevation terrain. But only in the asphalt, that is, especially for Mount Panorama motor racing circuit, that is, to go placement on number 18 to go for a challenging Group 3 testament. Almost there to catch up to Kashi Berlin. There you go, right at the spot to go overtake. And here goes the BMW M6 GT3 Endurance model before the 4th sector coming up. Got to keep it nice and tight and go tubbing up on inside curves on the apex. Shifting up on gear 4. That will do nicely. And last turn coming up to go overtake at the Audi R8 LMS Evolution 2019. So here goes the first lap clear. Take the second lap and fastest run time in 2 minutes, 5.898 seconds. Okay, El Angge is in the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R 2015. Good overtake and straightaway to catch up on Kilian Drummond and Paul Ura. Got to go quicker up on the commit. Turn 2 comes in, so I have to take the inside apex without avoiding contact at the Subaru WRX Group 3. Okay, look ahead. I see Igor Fraka in 13th place for the Lexus RCF GT3 2017 and Wata GT300 variation. I see him on my sight. Got to go around on Solomon Park. Second lap goes for Testament skill. Gap distance still remain ongoing by 28.4 seconds. Come on, just have to keep going. Skill to get tested and have the grip duration to go endurance. Okay, close call for comfort. Downhill is pretty tricky when it comes to go for a little bit more stepping stone by avoid contact. Alright, there we go. Overtake that Subaru WRX Group 3. Moving on in 15th place and face the 28-second gap distance. Gotta keep it nice and tight because it's daytime, alright? And here is C. Blackburn in the Aston Martin B12 Vantage GT3 2012 is in 12th position. Gotta go for it and bring out the half the strength of turbocharger to go amp up for the range of RPM. So far so good. Looks like Jose Serrano is in second place but remain ongoing along with Angel Inestrosa for the Type 991 Porsche 911 RSR. Third lap coming up. 7 more to go. Fastest lap time as I still got this one in 2 minutes, 5.898 seconds to go for one faster up defense. But this is going to get much more nicer out there to have the same effect energy just like the full walkthrough when I was doing in GT Cup Group 3 Edition at the same track. Same goes as well, and same goes for the Group 3 cars to have the best place in WTC 800 for official 10-lap challenge to go for a real part of the challenge. Almost there to catch up on E. Sullivan in the Alfa Romeo 4C Group 3. Gonna go step it up. One overtake comes in and get closer to be reaching it by around in Solomon Park by the corner. It's only down to 22.3 seconds, so let's go hit the downhill and go quicker up on the third sector to catch up towards Kei Kawakami in the Lexus RCF GT3 2017 for a different variation. I see it right now. Just keep it nice and slow and steady up to go possibility to have the grip will go tightened up. So I have a good eye on the Honda Castro Mugen NSX GT500. I believe Baleo Gallo is here as well. There he is, he's in 9th place and go back directly in Sector 4. Hold on, I saw one contact. Looks like Ed Suzuki is here in 8th place representing Team BMW for the M6 GT3 Sprint model. Close call for comfort. So to keep a good watchful eye on surveillance if anything else happens. Clean racing is the only thing to do to keep it nice and calm. Okay, here goes the 4th lap. Time to catch up towards Takuma Minasono in the Subaru BRZ GT300 2021. 8th place doing well and remain ongoing. Okay, very fantastic. That's a 7th place for Team U.D.R.S. iNSport and almost there to catch up towards Lucas Bonelli in about 2.8 seconds. I have a good eye on the Mercedes-AMG GT3 2020, so to get closer to him and go hill climb at turn 4 to stay on the line to go quicker up concentration grip. So I just have to keep it careful to avoid the contact at the barriers. That will cause me a little bit more short seconds on the headache. Okay, there we go. Just have to get closer to him and wait until the downhill to be on the brake zone to go here and go down here. Okay, he's about to get slowed down as an effort, so to keep it nice and calm and be patient a little bit. Okay, that's more like it. 6th place has been checked. Going forward, and next up for the main opponent in 5.7 seconds to catch up to Jose Serrano. Man, he's so far and so close. He did very well out there by trying out with a Porsche 911 Type 992 in the GT3R. But very close as ever, so he'll have to get to it and just try to go faster to have a turns of downforce to have a good speed of stability. But just have to take a good respect for the Type 992 Porsche 911 GT3R 2022. Just drive well and get focused to be able to make a good mark on the first position to get there until reach the finish line at the end of the tap lap. But here comes the 5th lap by the halfway point. Just might have to buy some time and keep pushing up to go for a main procedure to have a good eye on the Ford GT race car 2018. There he is right now, right next to Jose Serrano. Decided to catch up to the Ford GT race car, is going to be on 5th place. Okay, close call to avoid the contact. So much for having one good possibility to have a clean race chance by 200,000 credit. Okay, it's only down to 10.7 seconds. Yeah, that's more like it. Just keep listening to the flat 6 engine. Okay, very nice. Just get closer to the 2018 Ford GT race car and do sector 3. So I got everything in the bag and close as ever. Looks like 11.2 seconds is going right back on track. And there's Jun Hashimiya dropping on the Ferrari 296 GT3 2023 is in the scene. So I must have to go fast right now and stay steady up to have one pit stop to go calling out by the signal. Okay, let's do it. Just have the Type 992 911 GT3R versus Type 992 911 GT3R. Final corner coming up, and see how the difference is to go for only one official and have my U.D.R.S. iNSport livery will have to be placed on the fib until Okamoto to be entered at the pits. 4th place comes in and make it for 3rd position. 6th lap and about 4 more laps to go. Almost there to catching up towards Angel Inestrosa and Jun Hashimiya. 2 drivers has now been well matched and fought well to go for a faster up struggle on the gap distance to go for a formation in terms of main ongoing focus. So I have to catch up with the other 2 if they're about to go enter at the pits, so I'm about to go for a little bit more satisfaction to be checked by having a field map and go in 25%. Just might have to do this by one at a time. Just take some few corners, quicker up, and stay steady up to have the side skirts will have to help me out to go for turns of stable improvement. So it's right back in 10 seconds. Now, just have to keep it nice and tight together. Just don't lose that grip. Just only have the downhill section on the dirt sector. Keep it nice and slow. Okay, satisfied to do well. And go back on the main ongoing position at the ejected in 8.6. So close to get 8.3. Alright, looks like tire pressure is doing well to stay maintained by 50% on the duration. Got to speed up a little bit. Okay, so far so good. There we go. Just let the Ferrari 296 GT3 to go to the pits, and my guess is Saab Racing compound tires is just now been stationed to go at 28%. Alright, maybe I'll have to go change of plans and do the 7th lap, so I had to do for only one Saab Racing compound tires to have the best choice to do to have my last resort. But right at a good spot for momentarily to have the tie 991, 911 RSR, and this will put myself to go for temporarily to be stationed in first place at the lead. Okay, almost there. Hill climb comes in and checks in to have the inside position to go right at the line, and I'll have to do this for only one short custom race moment to have a 30-minute race time endurance to have my own OCs along with some various characters, including 2 timing ends. But you wait and see. This will have to go on to have the exclusive activity to go for a live stream on Twitch. Okay, downhill I go, take the dirt sector, start to go proceed to the pit stop, and have the tire change will have to be placed up to go for a hard compound and changing up into a racing stop. Start to use it wisely. This will have to get closer to have the 8th lap will be coming up soon after 3 more laps to go. But more practice for me, and just have to go for an extra session on training if I had to get my own PS5 Pro, and especially to have the power pack for GT7. So coming right back at the 4th sector, this is where the pit stops comes in. Okay, notification calls in, so I have to do it right now, and save it perhaps. Just have to go for the right spot direction, so I bet if Angel and Estrosa wishes to join me as well. Okay, perhaps, maybe I should rather do it without racing soft compound tires. But this was to try it at least, so one full race with using hard compound tires is the best thing to do. And there goes for Jose Sereno. He's about to take the next lap on number 8, followed by Jun Hashimiya, and 2nd place for the Ford GT Race Car 2018. So it's all done for a tire change, and have the refuel requirement is just what I have to do. Okay, back to 6th place, and outlap is about to go set and active. Start to go full racing offense, and catch us up will go back on Akumoto in about 3.2 seconds to go. Let's have turn 3 and 4 to come back here. Okay, good stable check, and much more quicker to be stable up improvement. But there's no need to change up the fuel map, so I just have to go faster up and do it right now. Okay, made it on top of the mountain, and closest effort to have to go down turn the commit. Okay, there's Hiroshi Okamoto in the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 2018 in the Gran Turismo movie variation. Just have to take it nice and slow and go faster up to go slipstream by the long distance. Just have to go by the range in 1 second. Okay, he's slowing down. This will do my chance. And go right back directly in the fourth sector as I have to go onward to catch up to the Ford GT Race Car 2018. Okay, there they are right now. Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 versus Ferrari 296 GT3 is about to go for a head-on battle as the night lap will be proceed to go for a penultimate run. Side to join with the two of them. This will have to go for a new stepping stone for a new face of the GT3 race car to be part of the Group 3 category. Time to reset and let's go for it. I've been craving up to have the faster moment to go station up to have one single race with having hard compound tires is the best thing to do. Got to keep a good handling response check and go down in 2.9 seconds until reaching up by 3. Okay, almost there. Just let me handle the rest. I know this track on many times for Mount Panorama, practice from circuit experience, and the real deal comes in from GT3 Cup car and go right here for the WTC 800. Okay, let's have the sector 3 to be checked in. Keep it nice and slow. Third place remain ongoing until I have to catch up to the 296 GT3 in first place. I'm coming in, Jose Serrano. I'm about to go power 1 on slipstream, and that means for Jun Hashimiya. Okay, that's the Spirit overtake. One Porsche 911 GT3R has been overtaken by a 911 GT3R, and same goes to have the best one ever yet before catching up to the Ferrari 296 GT3 2023. Almost there, viewers. Just have the night lap to go clear and finish, and here goes for the final lap. And here comes the faster lap time record, 2 minutes, 1.833 seconds. Incredible, superb run, and well experienced to be going faster up to see the Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 2022 is about to get closer towards the Ferrari 296 GT3. Incredible out there to be strapping up myself to take the final lap. We'll go for the 1v1 final showdown. It'll do nicely to have Jose Serrano to stay behind in third position. Once I have to get up and go reach up the gold record to be placement by the ejected until I have to go obtain in first. So I come this far, viewers. This will do very nicely to have the WTC 800 as race number 18 is about to go for a continuation onto the main phase as the possibility to go for a full progress to get back up in 100%. But I do believe if you will be having a 19th race to be expected on the lookout, better make sure to have yourself to go for a thought of prediction for the upcoming feature update around in GT7. The biggest deal ever yet if there will be having a 20th round for only one sim of the event. But we'll wait and see. 2 racetracks might be needed up to have ourselves to go for a placement as an additional for the World Touring Car 800 series. But the marathon of competition is about to get much more stronger and much more better at this rate. So it all comes down to this, to have one more sector left to go. I'm going for it, viewers. I'm about to take the last 3 turns, and this will be doing all set to have the podium finish for Team U.D.R.S. iNSport. Let's have the last resort, and down to 9%, we'll give it all I got. Let the last turn comes in and switches down on gear number 2. Here comes the banner onto the left side of the track, and the checker flag has been come upon in arrival. That's more like it, viewers. First place and last race for the January Weekly Challenge number 5 has been brought together before moving on in February from here until now. 5 races for the check mark, and score 1 for Team U.D.R.S. iNSport Tech for the win. Now that's a brilliant competition to see 2 911 GT3R Type 992s has been brought together for the incredible top 3 position, especially for the Ferrari 296 GT3 as well. Total time in 21 minutes, 23.537 seconds, and the faster lap time as I took for the night lap in 2 minutes, 1.833 seconds. Remarkable, and Evolution GT3 turns out to go for a great successful. Double up on 300,000 Gran Turismo credit to have a double up price in 50%, and that's how last credit ticket for 500,000 has been going well deserved all the way. So far so good, and very incredible to have the last batch of the content replay after putting it with some changes out there for the main part of the segment video. So this will have to bring out to have a good showcase, to have a good eyes on the thumbnail image. Just zoom in right here, and there you go. Successful and racing indeed terrific. It put me a lot of effort out there to have all 5 races for the main part of the featured video, but good thing to have one seasonal menu after collecting 3 cars from Brand Central to have 2 race car and 1 Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 2025. But after all, it was a lot of good run out there to have some 4 cars to be used and have 2 events by using 1 single electric Chinese vehicle. But the daily workout until at the end of February 4th, and that means going right back to the GT Garage will be have myself to have another round on Roulette tickets to go receive for the prize challenge. Alright, let's have 15 gifts available and start out to have a payday earning to go for a combo total of 800,000 GT credit on 3 credit tickets by 100,000, 200,000, and 500,000 altogether. Station to go update in 75,042,960 GT credit. Now, I'll have to skip using 5 3-star roulette tickets, so this will have to go for the next lineup to have 4 4-star tickets, followed by with 2 5-stars and a 6-star roulette ticket in engine category. So I have to go right now, and Common Rarity coming up to have the first 4-star ticket to see which one should I get. And there we go. Stage 5 weight reduction has been obtained and acquired for the Toyota GR Super RC 2019. So the second 4-star ticket is up, opening, and here comes the good eyes on the credit to go for a 500,000 or 1 million credit. But bummer, so very close and just only at least by 10,000 GT credits. But talk about going up or to update current balance, so this will have to save it later on until the next day by doing 1 single workout by daily. Alright, now let's have number 4-star roulette ticket number 3 has been checked, good to go, and common prices to go for eyes on the car, and there it is right now for the 2016 Mercedes-AMG GT3. Okay, wonderful. And 1 good original GT3 race car has been already checked to the index and stored into the garage. So that's 450 collector points has been stored in, and number 4 4-star ticket is going green light. So let's try this again, and this will go for odds on a chance to go for a moment, and coming on normal to go placement by 10,000 credits. Okay, I'll have to save it for at least, and just have to keep up for earning some more credits. Now let's proceed to have 2 5-star roulette tickets coming up. Best chances, and go for a 500,000 or 1 million credit. And there we go, just what I need, and have myself to go obtain with 500,000 GT credits to go update into the main current balance by around in 75 million. Number 2 5-star is up, and this will have to go for the reserve on 6-star roulette ticket in engine type. Which one should I get? Nice! Talk about having a 2 times of luck and 2 times of 500,000 GT credits will put me back on 76 million. Adding up with 87,960 that is, and that will be doing much more pleasure out there before we proceed until tomorrow's weekly challenge in the second week of February. So I really do believe for the main part of the segment after January, and this will serve as the first week of February as becoming official. And here it is right now for a new set of the swap engine compatible for the 2017 Nissan GT-R Nismo. And this will Xiaomi the way for the feature part of the main set of the weekly challenge by becoming as the first week of February. Out from January and moving on in February to have ourselves to go for a main set of the 5 races, including U.D.R.S Raceway for the special race event on Xiaomi SU7 Ultra 2025 will go 1-man category. And plus, just only had to take a good clear bite as I tried out to go with some 3 vehicles with my brand new U.D.R.S iNSport livery from Mitsubishi FTO GP version R 1997 at Sunny Cup in Willow Springs International Raceway, Streets of Willow in reverse direction, and Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit on World Touring Car 800 by using the Porsche 911 GT3R Type 992 2022. We're having 2 reserve electric vehicles for the Polestar 5 Performance 2026 at Suzuka Circuit for European Clubman Cup 600, and 2 events by using the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra at U.D.R.S Raceway for the 1-man category special race, and also for Hypercar Parade at C-Course Layout in Circuit de Sainte-Croix. But this will Xiaomi the way it goes, and it will be doing nicely out there before we proceed until tomorrow as the second week of February. Leaving from January and go straight forward to have ourselves as the official first week of February as we're about to go forward in week 2 until tomorrow. I can't wait, viewers, but they will be having 1 reserve dropping mission is ahead of us. We'll bring out to have the blast from the past from Gran Turismo 4 as we're about to go in Le Mans for the 24-hour track layout on no chicane by using the Renault Apatime 3.0 V6 24B 2002. And it's going to be very nostalgia out there until we're about to be looking forward as I have to be ready to wrap it up before moving on at the end of the current video. I'll have to make the schedule by every Tuesday and Wednesday for weekly challenge as I got to keep working with some new screenshots for U.D.R.S iNSport livery and then some major upcoming tow drama liveries on my YouTube shorts to get some more views with attention until Dispenser Camp fan art liveries will be next by coming soon. So I really need your help and support to get my channel to grow faster and reach towards 1,500 subscribers as I will keep up the best work with some important news to let you know. I'll have to try my best to express myself where I must go on with my autism disability as my GT7 racing journey will be continuing on. Time trial events will have to take a long time to wait by putting me a lot of hard work, and this will do for a reserve cousin race as I have to confirm myself to have my OCs will be ready up and have the U.D.R.S iNSport competition will get started out and awaits by sometime around in mid-February. So thanks for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deviant Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more other social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone who will join in to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel by becoming a member. It's the best way to help out with a super thanks as an extra will support and grow. And also check it out on my YouTube shorts that brings out with some presentation showcase like U.D.R.S iNSport, tow drama fan arts, and Dispenser Camp fan art liveries along with some farias whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7 and I look forward to see you again at the next current video. Keep on racing, stay clean.